Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Dipali, chasing my dreams in Ireland. And if you are watching this in April 2026 and you just decided, yes, I want to study abroad, this video is literally made for you. Most people think if you haven't applied yet, it's too late. That is absolutely not true. Several countries are still actively accepting international students right now. Today, I am going to break down exactly what options are open, what are the deadlines, and what you need to do starting today. So, stick with me. This could completely change your plan. First things first, are you too late? I know this is the biggest fear. I honestly, if you wanted to get into MIT or Oxford, then yes, those deadlines were back in December. But here is the thing, there are plenty of excellent universities and countries where you can still apply. On the left, you can see what's mostly closed, but on the right, what's still open. Australia, Germany, Ireland, and even rolling admissions in the US are still very much accessible. So, here's the full picture. Let's look at the timeline. We're in April right now. Australia and Ireland close in May to July, so you need to be fast. Germany's winter intake closes in July. UK clearing options on July 2nd, and rolling admissions in the US and Canada are ongoing. I'm going to walk you through each country one by one with exact deadlines so you know exactly what to do. Let's start with Australia. This is arguably your best option right now if you want to start in mid 2026. The July intake, also called semester 2, is a real full intake, not just a top up round. Universities like UTS, QUT, Curtin, and RMIT actively recruit international students for this. The deadline is May 30th, 2026. That's about 7 weeks away from now. So you still have time, but not much. The biggest advantage of Australia is its post study work rights. Depending on your degree, you can work legally for 2 to 4 years after you finish. That's massive if you are thinking about your career abroad. What do you need? Just an IELTS score of at least 6.0, your transcripts, a statement of purpose, and bank statement showing that you have funds. One important note, top GO8 universities like ANU and University of Melbourne may close their semester to earlier, so check their individual websites. Today, now, Germany. This one might surprise you. Most public German universities charge absolutely zero tuition fees, even for international students. Yeah, that's not a typo. The winter semester starts in October 2026 and applications open right now. The general deadline is May to July 15th, but if you are targeting TU Munich, one of the top engineering universities in Europe, their deadline is May 31st. That's very soon. Yeah, I know. One important thing about Germany, the application system is different. Many universities use a portal called Uni-Assist for international students. It's basically a document verification service. You submit your transcripts there first, then verify them, and then you apply to the university. The main thing you need, B2 level German for German taught programs or IELTS 6.5 for English programs, and your transcripts need to be officially translated. Honestly, if you are okay with learning German or studying in English, Germany is probably the most underrated option out there. Ireland is a fantastic choice, my personal choice, and actually, you are watching this from Ireland or you know about it. It's an English speaking country inside the EU. That combination is rare and valuable. The September intake application deadline is May to July 2026, so you have a decent window. Why Ireland specifically? Because the tech companies are all here. Google, Meta, Apple, Salesforce, they all have European headquarters in Dublin. If you are doing computer science, business, or data science, the networking opportunities are incredible. Universities like UCD and Trinity are in the QS top 150 globally. One important financial note, your student visa requires showing of around 10,000 euros in your bank account. That's the minimum. Start arranging this now rather than at the last minute. UK missed the main deadline. Don't worry, there's a UCAS clearing which opens in July 2nd. Clearing is basically a system where universities that haven't filled all their seats list the available spots. You can call them directly or apply through UCA's website. Universities like University of Lincoln, Kingston, London, Westminster, these consistently have good courses available through clearing. The important thing is to be prepared. Have your IELTS score ready. Know exactly what grade you got in your undergrad degree. When clearing opens, it moves fast. You will be competing with a lot of people. One practical tip, you can actually phone the university's clearing hotline directly. Sometimes that personal conversation can make a difference over an online application. Two more options, Canada and the USA through rolling admissions. For Canada, big caveat here. The government has cut the study permit cap by 49% this year down to 155,000. So, competition is tighter than before, but rolling admissions still exist, especially for fall 2026. And there are universities like Ryerson, Carleton, and Dalhousie that process applications throughout the year. USA rolling admissions, this is different from highly selective programs that everyone talks about. There are literally hundreds of solid universities that accept applications throughout the year. A website called collegesimply.com actually tracks which ones still have open deadlines. I'll link it in the description. For both the countries, the key thing, don't wait. Rolling doesn't mean infinite. Seats fill up and offers slow down as summer approaches. Okay, so now you know where to apply. Let's talk about what you need. Here's your checklist. Everything on this slide. If you have all of this ready, you can apply to any university we talked about within just a few days. The most urgent item, your English test. Book your IELTS or PTE or Duolingo test this week. Results take 2 to 4 weeks, and you need that score before you can submit most of the applications. Second, transcripts. Email your previous university's registrar office today. They can take days or even weeks to process official copies. Start your SOP, your statement of purpose, now. It doesn't have to be perfect, just get a draft going. We'll have a dedicated video on how to write a good one. And check your passport. Sounds obvious, but many students forget. You need at least 18 months of validity. He put this all in one table so you can see it clearly. Australia, expensive tuition fee, but the post study work rights are the best in the world. Great if you are thinking long term. Germany, the hidden gem. Zero tuition at most public universities. If you can handle learning German or studying in English, this is incredible value. Ireland, medium cost, English speaking, and you are in the EU. Perfect if tech is your thing. UK clearing, you need to wait until July, but it moves fast. So you need to be quick as well. Canada and US, rolling admissions, still possible, but competition is heating up. My honest advice, don't just pick the one with the latest deadline. Pick the one that aligns with what you want to do after you graduate. Alright, so let's make this concrete. Here is your 7-day action plan starting today. Day 1, pick your country and shortlist 3 universities. Don't overthink it. 3 is enough to start. Day 2, book your English test. This is the most time sensitive. You cannot apply without it. Day 3, email your previous university for official transcripts if you don't have one. This alone can take a week or even more. Day 4, reach out to 2 or more professors or work managers for letter of recommendation. Give them context. Where are you applying, the deadline, and why do you want their support? Day 5, start with your SOP. Just write it. First draft doesn't need to be perfect, but you need to give it a start. Day 6, update your CV and check your passport. And then submit at least one application. Just one. The first submission is the hardest. After that, it becomes a routine. 7 days, that's all it takes to go from undecided to actually in the game. I have collected all the key websites you will need. Screenshot this slide or check the video description. I'm linking every single one. Start with the official portal for whichever country you are targeting. If you are going Germany, Uni-Assist is your first stop. DAAD is the German government's scholarship database. Very worth checking. For UK clearing, the UCAS website opens on July 2nd. Set a reminder make mark it on your Google Calendar or maybe any to-do list. And for English set, go to IELTS.org to book your nearest test center. I'll have everything in the description, so you don't need to write anything down right now. So that's your full picture for April 2026. Australia, Germany, Ireland, UK Clearing, Canada, and the US all still have open windows. You don't need perfect scores. You don't need to have everything figured out right now. You just start. Book that IELTS test, email for your transcript, write that first SOP draft. The students who succeed with the study abroad are not always the most qualified ones. They are the ones who take action quickly. If this video helped you, please like and subscribe. I'm going to be covering every single step of this journey, including how to choose the right country, how to write your SOP, how to find accommodation, and everything else. Drop your target country in the comments. I would love to know where you are thinking of going. See you in the next one. Bye bye.